All right, so we've got a game where Necros played Black Panther in tournament, which I've been waiting for because Black Panther sucks, so he's not very common to play in, the pros. But finally we get to see some actual Black Panther gameplay. I'm pretty excited. And I heard he went crazy. So let's check it out. This is not the game, different team. It's not the match. Okay. All right, we found the game where Necros was playing BP in tournament. It took a while because he was playing on a separate build of the game, so we couldn't actually find the VOD to look at. So we're just watching his VOD. Looks like they're starting with an immediate portal on the enemy team. Yeah, I love the patience here. The positioning, super nice. Crazy ghost dashes. Very clean kill on the cloak. Stuff like that is super scary when you're dashing into a group because at any point, some random bullshit could just hit you and interrupt your dash. But if you can get a lot of collateral damage with the dashes, then your team can clean up pretty easily. So at the very end, he did miss a dash reset. It just didn't end up mattering. He was able to finish off a kill with spinning kick, and then his team cleaned up the rest. Now this is exactly what I would hold. You just wait for them to push up. You can jump if there's a straggler here on the right. You can definitely jump the backline. His team has pushed up super far. One person on payload, and oh my god, look at this. Ghost dash, perfect. Something you notice just in his playstyle is he's not really worried about maximizing his dash resets. He's just worried about maximizing his burst damage. So instead of worrying about I'm going to spear and then dash, 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 look for marks, then dash some more, get more resets, it's just I'm going to spear, I'm going to ghost dash around and see how much damage I can do in 0.5 seconds, and then get out. And because his team is so coordinated, that works really, really well. Unfortunately, in pubs, it's a little bit more dangerous, a lot more risky, but look at that. That's crazy. It's not even that he's focusing on key picks, he's focusing on applying pressure at the exact right moment. It's incredibly surgical, and if he went in a little bit too early or a little bit too late, it's a complete troll. He wouldn't get any value.
Okay.
I mean, targeting the backline like this is a given.
Yeah, go.
I do that all the time. Max range dash, it doesn't quite make it all the way. You just have to sit it out. Huge. He must die here, right? 1 HP.
I'm kiting.
Yeah. Damn. Well, the Panther was short-lived. Does he go back to Panther at all? Is that completely it? Okay, he does go back to Panther.
I got you, Craig. Yeah, I got you.
Come out. I cannot see.
Strange out.
Clap Yes, I'm with.
I'm walking.
You think BP actually needs a buffer? Is it just cope? I think he needs quality of life right now. Wow, okay. Wolverine's putting in a ton of work.
I got him.
Nice. Damn, he's playing super well this game. This is cool to see. You normally play third point as Panther. Third point on Clintar is definitely the toughest one. The best thing you can do is pick the left side flank or the right side flank based on where the team is holding. So obviously on the right side you have that huge tree you can play around. On the left side you have all those rocks and stuff. Use your wall climb on the tree, attack from a high angle, go for the supports when your team pushes in. Or on the left side on the rocks, you do the same thing. A lot of times you'll see an isolated DPS or support holding on the rocks, and that can be a great target, especially from wall climbing from the tree. Okay, we're back on the Panther. Good stuff. Panther on defense here, you're either holding where he's holding now, or I choose to hold on the box on the right. Both are totally acceptable, but I prefer the box on the right just because I've had so much success with it. Oh my god, I love doing this. I love diving straight into a portal and trying to kill stuff.
I'm coming.
Mag one.
Yep, perfect.
Healers are one.
There's not quite enough damage to out damage all the heal, but luckily a team pushes in, we get all the kills. You can see when he goes for those ghost dashes, if he's not getting kills with them, he's just relegated to throwing spears at that point. And hopefully that's enough pressure that the team can capitalize on it, but if it's not, which happens very often, then you're just out of luck.
One, go.
Side on the side. Left side.
Yeah, see, they're counting down their engage. He's playing very conservative here, which is totally fine. Hella use her bird. Yep.
Don't go too deep.
Wow.
Sorry. I'm gonna die.
I give you shields, guys.
Nice.
That's crazy. So he recognized that the Hella birding makes her extremely vulnerable. Use a spinning kick to close the distance, which normally I wouldn't recommend doing, but here, because of the game state, because she was so low and a potential kill, great choice.
Luna first.
Okay, waiting.
Big ult coming in, maybe?
He's, no, I can't. They saw me. I need to leave.
Support ults are on the board, so There's not really anything he can do right here. The best thing you can do is disengage exactly, and then look for an opportunity to ult after everything's done. We need to wait for Cloak to end, we need to wait for Invisible ult to end, and because you already have ult, there's no point in risking your life here. So you can see he's fully disengaging, getting back onto the high ground, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough.
No, I don't think. No. It's fine next.
Wait, don't give them high ground. Don't give them high ground. Come here.
That's a great kill.
Beautiful.
Psylocks are not usually that locked in when they're hiding like that, just waiting for their engage. So if you go on them, they really typically don't respect Black Panther's damage and will not dash away. As a quick aside, I love Boger's comms, bro. He's so just like smoothly just like walk. Like his comms are like a wave crashing over you, filling you with confidence that you can walk.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, we can get a big bast here maybe. Might not even need it though. Bucky should be like 1 HP. They popped a support ult, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we counter with Luna ult. As soon as Cloak ult ends, I'm looking for an ult here. Yeah, we dash that. Little ghost dash and then...
He got it. That's good.
Yeah, good try.
I'm leaving. I got him as I think that's worth.
He's saying I got him his ult out. It's true. He got Invis ult out when they didn't really want to use it there. So this is great, by the way. He's in their backline, and instead of trying to retreat to his team, he just stays in the backline. Live in the backline. They can't do anything about you there. They would have to chase you 10 miles away, and then their team's super split. That's exactly what you want to do. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite capitalize. I think dashing into the Salic ult is super brave. I would never do that. But if you ever find yourself just like stuck in the backline, just stay there. Wait for your team to come back, and then look for a nice engage.
Yeah, they continuously can have ults. Like, I'm dead ass.
Salok's gonna come towards us.
Yeah, here's Psylocke.
Stay on the shield.
High ground, look at this. Perfect engage.
Go forward.
Cap on.
Nice,
Wow, I can't believe... Oh, I spoke too soon. Spinning kick is just... It's a rough move to initiate with, and Mag was ready with the bubble. It ended up just being not great timing.
Heal me. I'm peeling.
Cloak ult is out, Invis ult is out. We can live this, we can get a big bast ult, they have nothing. Yes, ghost dash, and then... Yep. Oh, he missed the instant dash. It's really, really tough to hit those, to be honest. Every single time I ult and try to instant dash, I'm just praying. The problem is the camera change. Like, they honestly, I'd be happy if they got rid of that.
I'm coming. I'm walking.
Listen to Boger walking. So calm. Yeah, just classic tickle monster.
I'll go Spider-Man.
Andrew, I'm leaving you for a bit.
Oh, wow. I mean, this is his main, so makes sense.
I'm on point.
Enemy smack.
It's fine.
That's fine.
Very good.
These levels.
Okay, what they use?
Oh, back to Panther, low key. Yeah, it looks like it's Panther Wolverine time, I guess.
I'm pushing forward. Straight.
I got bubble.
That was insane. That was the Karkat classic, dashing right into Strange ult. I guess he was trying to grab him.
Chill.
Chill.
Go forward. Yeah, you have to use.
Push.
They don't have support ults.
I love these comms.
Go forward. Go ham.
I'm pushing with Necros. Help Necros.
No.
I can claim main.
Oh, I'm frozen. I can't help you.
I'm leaving you. Yeah, I'm leaving. I think I'm dead.
Wow.
Can't play in it.
I shielded you somehow.
Nice, huge pick.
Oh, backline.
I can't stack.
I'm stacking.
Yeah, honestly, Spider-Man's looking more like a tickle monster these days.
I'm dead.
Yeah, and then team cleans up.
Good shit.
Very well played.
No TP.
Nice.
Oh, bro, like I saw 4 people standing next to each other. I couldn't resist.
Did you guys see that strange freeze, bro? Last sec.
Beautiful.
Good stuff.
Good job.
Getting to see Panther in tournament, it's like a whole different game. Because in pubs, in regular matchmaking, you don't have the coordination with your team. Sometimes you don't even have comms with your team. With Black Panther, the thing that even makes him remotely viable in a setting like this is that if you apply absolutely surgical, precise pressure at the right time, on the right targets, and your team is ready to follow up, that's the dream. What you saw where Necros was able to get value with Black Panther, that is what optimal Black Panther looks like. And I'm not talking mechanically, right? Because the mechanics are a given. Anyone can hit a ghost dash, anyone can hit a big clip. But in tournament, you don't hit those clips unless you have the coordination with your team. And that's the reason why Black Panther's just so bad in regular matchmaking, because he's so counterable. And you saw, like, he had to swap off Black Panther a bunch of times because there comes a point where if you aren't diving perfectly, you will just get countered over and over again. He had a great flank on the 2 supports, and then Mag and Bucky were just there to counter him. In those moments, I mean, that's the Black Panther lifestyle. You just swap and you try to do better next time. Yeah, it was so cool to see the coordination between Necros' Black Panther and the rest of his team, the way they synergize their pressure at the right times. I wish I had a Boger in my life who could make comms like that. It was awesome. What I want to do is go back and watch this scrim too, because he did play some Panther there. So we have this game here, which I believe was not in tournament, people are saying, but it was a scrim. So still playing super coordinated environment, very high level of play. And we got to see, we'll hopefully get to see a little bit of Panther as well and see how it goes. Okay, so we got the whole team holding right side. Again, you don't really see that in pubs ever. He gets spotted, instant grab by Wolverine, super unlucky. Over TP's in. I want to go on the supports. Unfortunately, missed the dash. Instant stunned in one shot. Oh my god. This game's already not going as well as the tournament game was. Oh, and he's back on Spider-Man. That'd be really funny if that was the only Black Panther he played. Wait, is this like actually... You're kidding. He actually did not play any more Panther. It's all Spider-Man. That's so sad. And that's the way it goes sometimes. Black Panther is definitely still not a meta pick as far as top level play is concerned.